Hey everybody, I've been asked a few times to make a video explaining how to get set up and start mining on our Ethereum mining pool. So that's what I'm going to do. First, this is Crypto Compare. They show you the current rates of Ethereum, Bitcoin, any of the other cryptocurrencies, and as you can see, they're worth quite a bit. Bitcoin's at an all-time record of 3,400 bucks. Ethereum's up to 270. A couple weeks ago it was down like 140, but you may ask, why don't you just mine Bitcoin instead? Well, Bitcoin is extremely hard to mine. They have specialized equipment that miners use, and it's for just the casual person or somebody with a small setup, a small rig. You're not going to mine anything with Bitcoin. You're not going to make any money. It's too difficult. Ethereum is also very difficult, but even a person just with a their own home computer, one simple video card, you can mine Ethereum and you can make a little bit of money. I mean, that all depends on your electric rates, that type of thing, but you can make a little bit of money. A lot of people get addicted to it, start buying multiple video cards, and the more you buy, the more you have in there, the more hashing power, and the more money you can make. So it's, the price, people are estimating that it could go up to, $500, $600, $700, and that'd be great. But right now it's 270, which is also really good. Okay, so how do you start mining? Well, this is our mining pool. There's a notice here about hackers. We had some problems. That's been taken care of. We're getting it straightened out. And probably by the time you watch this, it'll be a thing of the past. It's a very basic mining pool. At the top, you can see how many people are mining right now. There's 83 people. The current total hash rate is almost 7 gigahashes, which equals out to finding a block every 2 to 3 days. Now, there are some larger mining pools that have, 7,000 to 8,000 gigahashes, and they're finding a block every 3 or 4 minutes. But that's we're small, we'll grow. We're not going to get that big. The current round variance, this is every time you find a block, it resets to 0%. 100% is supposed to be the normal, the average that you find your blocks. And if you find it early at 40-50%, you basically get paid for the same amount of work you would have gotten paid for had it taken all the way up to 100%. So you're getting paid the same amount for half the time. And it's a luck percentage. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but it averages out. If we go across here to pool blocks, it shows the blocks that we found since we started about a month ago, and it tells what percentage we were at when we found them. The first one was at 31%, was really good. The last one we found today was at 57%, that was really good. We did have a couple that were, well over 100, but our average is at 93%, so we're averaging better than normal, or better than average. So that's good, means more money for everybody. Uncles are we've only found one, thankfully. They are a smaller payout. They mean you did a share of the work, but another miner, another pool got the full reward. You got an uncle reward, 3.75 as opposed to 5 point something for the full block. So you still get paid, but it's not as much. And the uncle we found was at 174%, so that was a painful one. It took us almost 5 days to get it, and then it ended up being an uncle. Kind of sucked. Okay, so let's get back to how you need to start mining. First, you need a wallet, which is an address, a place where your money's going to go, where your Ethereum's going to go. So we have right here a button, very simple, set up wallet. It takes us to a website called myetherwallet.com. Very simple. They do Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, different currencies. So we're on new wallet. So you want to create a new wallet, you enter a password, which basically encrypts your wallet. So you can type whatever you want, and you click create. Password must be at least 9 characters. Be sure it's a strong one. Okay, I'll add some more. There we go. Okay, now you save your key store file. Basically, you download it to your computer. You can call it whatever you want, save it wherever you want. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to change this one to, call it Noob, because, you know, why not? Okay, then some information about don't lose it. You can't recover these. If you lose your key store file, you lose your password to the file, whatever, you're done. You can't get that money back. Whatever's in your wallet, you can make another wallet, mine stuff to that one, but if you have anything in that wallet, you won't be able to access it. So make sure it's safe. Save it in a couple places, put it on a flash drive, whatever. Keep it safe. I understand. Continue. Now, this is your private key. Same thing. Save it. Don't lose it. Save your address. Unlock your wallet to see your address. Okay, how would you like to unlock it? We could use the private key, but the key store file is better. Select the file. We called ours Noob, and then it had some extra stuff at the end. Open. Then our password. And we hit unlock. Wallet successfully decrypted. Go away. Messages. Here we go. Now that we're in, this is your wallet address. This you need to save. I mean, you can get it back anytime just by coming to the website and using your key store file, but this is what you're going to use to tell your mining program, or to put into your mining program to tell the mining pool where to send the money that you earn. So just gonna copy it. Let's open a notepad, and I'll just paste it right there. Save that one for later. And that's it. Over here you can see what your balance is. You can look at your transaction history, things like that. And even tell you how much Ethereum is worth right now. So that's it. You've got a wallet. You're ready to mine. Almost. Okay, close that out. Now, we need to find a mining program. There's basically two main ones that people use. There's Claymore and ETH Miner. Claymore seems to be more stable. People have a lot better luck with it, and it's a lot faster, especially if now they have a new version. It's much faster if you're using NVIDIA than the other program would be. It's great for AMD as well. I'm not saying use the other one for AMD. I don't even know why I even have this other one. People should just use Claymore. Claymore is actually a dual miner. You can mine 2 coins, Ethereum, and then one that uses a different script or a different algorithm. But we don't have a second one set up right now. You can use it on another pool. For the second coin, it gets a little more complicated. Once we have a second coin set up here, then we'll set you up and show you how to do it. So now we'll just download Claymore. This GitHub always comes up with being reported as unsafe. It's not unsafe. So disregard and continue to the website. Here we go. So simple enough. Download it. For Windows. I'm using Windows, so open. As you can see, it's a small file and I have a shit internet connection, so it's slow. I'll pause. I have unpaused. It's still going. It's fucking slow. I need better internet here, but I would live out in the middle of nowhere. This is the best I can get. Yeah, I don't want to buy WinRAR. Okay, here's the program. Let's extract it to, I'm going to put it in my J drive, and I'm just going to call it Ethereum. Simple, simple. Close it up. Close it up. Now, I pointed with my finger. Look, I'm pointing at the screen. This is the command line that you're going to be looking for in Claymore. And you will be changing some of the things to look like this. The only thing you need to change in this command line is the address. And instead of address, you will have it say, you put your wallet address in there that we just made. And under worker name, that can be anything you want it to be. That's for if you have multiple video cards, multiple mining rigs, you want them all to go to the same address, you can name them so that you know which one is which. In case one isn't working as well as the other, or one of them stops working, you'll know which one it's talking about. So I'm going to copy this. Copy. And we'll go Notepad here. I'll paste it there. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that where it belongs. Worker name. Now I've noticed if you use a worker name that's very long, a lot of times it won't work. It screws up. Claymore doesn't like long worker names. I think even the name worker name is too long. So I'm just going to put Noob. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be mining with this. I'm doing this to show all of you people, or like 3 people that are going to end up watching this. Okay, so I copied this. Now we need to open up our folder that we saved it. And you know, if I used right folder name, here we go. This is where we unRAR'd, unzip, whatever. Ethereum, or Claymore, sorry. It's late. Okay, so this batch file, this is start only ETH. That starts Ethereum, but we need to edit it. So we edit the batch file. Here's this line that looks a whole lot like the line on our website, but it's a little different. So I'm just going to delete it completely. I'm going to paste in the one we just made in our little notepad over here. See, there's a little notepad. And save. These settings, you can read about it in the Claymore README file. And you can see all the different settings, what they do, different ways of tweaking the settings for different types of video cards, whatever you need to do. I'm just going with basic right now. So now that I've changed that batch file, I double click it. And of course I get an error. Isn't that great? Okay, so I'm going to tell it to run it anyway. If I was just to do it from a command prompt, this wouldn't come up. Run anyway. Here we go. Get lots of weird stuff and lots of errors, and now it is, yes, allow access. Windows, you are going to piss me off today. Here it goes, creating the buffer. It's getting the DAG file, which increases in size every few months. Right now it's to the size where if you have anything less than a 3 GB video or a video card, it's not gonna work. So 3 GB or above, and you're good for now. Eventually, probably by around the end of the year or a little after, 3 GB cards won't work anymore, and you'll have to have a 4 or above. Okay, I just installed the new AMD drivers, and they do not like Claymore very much. And as you can see, it's not showing you my GPU temperature or my fan speed. But there it goes. It is now mining 26 mega hashes. Total shares, there, look, found a share accepted. And it's mining on noobpool.com. That's it. We're mining. And you basically just let it go and you will mine. Now, if we take our address and we go back to the web page here, we can paste it in here and look it up, and that's us. Noob, hash rate. These are averages, and they take several hours before it gets up to what you see here. Here it shows I'm running at 26.2 mega hashes. And on the website it's only showing 6. In a couple hours that will be much higher. 5 or 6 hours, see, it's already jumping up because it doesn't average. It really is going at the 26. From here, the only, your balances, how much you've been paid, how much you're owed, basic stuff. Your round share, that's how much of this block, the percentage of this block reward you will get once the block is found. So your pending balance won't go up until we find a block. Once we find a block, it calculates your percentage by the block reward, which is 5 and some change, and that's how much your pending balance will be. So you can do the math. I need to code it in here so it can give you an estimated amount, but I haven't. Basically. So that's how it works. Now, I'm going to stop this. So I don't want to mine right now. Not while I'm recording a video. You can also go to miners. It'll show you everyone who's mining right now and what their hash rate is. See their IDs. They put it, they named them as 1070, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means they have 4 separate mining rigs set up with multiple video cards, obviously because they've got such a high hash rate on each one. They've been paid out. They've had one payment so far, and this is the amount they were paid in Ethereum. Almost one full Ethereum, which right now is $270. This round, if we hit it soon, they'll get almost 5% of it. It's not too bad. Payments shows the last payments that went out, who they went out to, what time they went out, how much, all that. You can look at the transaction IDs to get much more details about it. So there you have it. Now the other thing I would suggest is using, if you can, use MSI Afterburner. Let me bring that up for you. Okay, this is MSI Afterburner. You can use it to overclock. You can, depending on what kind of video card you're using, there's different ways of overclocking it that will work better or worse. But one thing that's very important to do is right next to the core voltage, there's a little down button. And you should lower your core voltage, lower your auxiliary voltage. Some CPUs or some GPUs, some video cards let you do this, some don't. AMD is really good about it. NVIDIA, a little harder to do. You lower these down and hit the little button there, it will lower your GPU's temperature, so you don't want it overheating, and it will lower the amount of electricity that it's using, which, less power, the more money you're going to save, more money you're going to make. So that makes a big difference. This card I have in here now is it's a AMD R9 290. If I just let it run stock, it'll run at 82, 83C, very hot. I drop these down when I'm mining, and it will drop the temperature down by 12 degrees, which makes a big difference. But it's not a good card to mine with because it's kind of power hungry. But dropping the voltage down does drop down the electricity a lot on that kind of card, on that particular card, the 290s, the 390s. Okay, and like I said, the one thing I get asked a lot about is, and a lot of people leave when they start mining and they don't see their balance changing. Well, your balance changes when we find a block. We average a block about every 2 days. We find a block, your balance will change, and then it'll get paid out soon after. We did get hacked in our first month. We didn't have the security in place that we needed. We lost some money, and there were some people whose balances didn't get paid out like they should. The balances are still there, the money's still owed, the system still will pay them out when the money's in the account. So every time we find a block, more money goes in the account, it pays out more people. There's a minimum payout amount. I've raised it up a little bit. That mathematically is going to help us pay off people quicker, especially the bigger miners, the people that have invested a lot of money in their machines and their electricity. I want to get them paid off first, and then slowly we'll get everybody paid off. So this is a temporary thing. We'll be done with it within a month. As you can see, the date, it's August 7th, almost August 8th now because it's pretty late. So by the end of the month, we're going to be caught up. This won't even be an issue. Not to worry. Okay, there you have it. If you have any questions, email me. It's right there on the website. We also have which I should have mentioned earlier, is a Telegram group chat. You click on it. I already have it, so I'm going to say no. You download the program, the Telegram chat. You join the group, which is right here, and there you go. You can talk to other people. It's a good group of people. There's over 100 people. I'm usually always here. You can ask questions. You can get help, whatever you need. There's always people there willing to help, wanting to help. It stays real busy pretty much 24 hours a day because we've got a lot of miners from Europe and other countries. I myself am in California. The pool server is in Pennsylvania, I believe, at a data center. But yeah, we got people from all over, all different time zones. So it's always somebody around usually to help. Okay, so that will be it. I will stop this recording and keep you updated. Keep watching the Telegram chat. Send me an email, and happy mining.